Hypotoria here, and what if you were a gym leader? You know, every time I've asked that question, I've never dreaded doing a type. Even the dark type, even the evil type as it's known in Japan, isn't that terrifying? But how do you fit a theme around ghost Pokemon? Genuinely, I have had trouble, and I'm sure you've all had great ideas. In fact, I'd love to hear your ideas. Please leave them as comments or make video responses. This is one of the final three. This is one of the final three. Ghost Pokemon, they're scary, they're terrifying. And I dabbled with several ideas, one of them being an inanimate object gym, and I'd love to see your take on that. Banette and Rotom, or even Sandygast, how would you have those Pokemon? But no, I've decided on a theme. I've decided what the gym would be like. And to picture this gym, just imagine a regular Pokemon gym, and you walk through the door on a nice lovely day. You walk on through and you find a nice big Pokemon stadium. It's just a regular Pokemon stadium. This is a normal gym, except nobody's even around. There is, however, one person, the person that's always in the gym, standing by the door saying, "Yo, champ in the making, you got this." Except they say, "Yo, champ in the making, have you wondered why the gym is so empty? It's because what you're seeing isn't even real. You know, they say this gym was built on an old graveyard. Good luck escaping." And the gym disappears, it fades away, and you are now in a graveyard somewhat similar to that in Kakariko Village from Legend of Zelda. The one from Ocarina of Time, not Twilight Princess. I guess it doesn't matter. You're in a graveyard. And this is definitely a Pokemon gym that has not been done before. I mean, even with Ghost-type gyms previously. You have Morty, where there was this invisible path, or Fantina, which was just a bunch of quizzes. There were a few headstones in there, but it wasn't quite a graveyard. I don't think Pokemon would go that dark, but I will. You're in a graveyard, and there's going to be lots of headstones that are going to have clues to try and direct you to the correct headstone. And if you click on the wrong headstone, if you encounter the wrong one, then a ghost character will appear. Maybe a ghost girl like the previous Pokemon games, where there was the ghost girl in Phoebe's room, or the one that gets out of the elevator in X and Y. Oh, that was a creepy moment. But you'll battle these ghost girls, and they will all use undead Pokemon. They will use Pokemon like Duskull and Marowak with their skeletal-like features. What is the bone that Marowak is holding? What Pokemon does that belong to? Does it even belong to a Pokemon? Is this a Pokemon graveyard or a person one? What is the bone of Duskull's skull? Ugh. There will also be Ghastly. This is quite an early on Pokemon gym, as ghost gyms tend to be. They've been the 3rd and 4th gym. Well, Fantina was actually 5th in Diamond and Pearl. It was 3rd in Platinum. They changed the order. I actually prefer that. Anyway, you're going around the graveyard, and in patches of grass, there's even ghost Pokemon will appear and attack you, like Phantom. It's a rarity for a Pokemon gym to have wild Pokemon, but you finally find the correct headstone, and it opens up. You fall into a tomb, and there is a chamber, and at the end there is a giant sarcophagus. You, absolutely terrified but determined to take this gym down, encounter the sarcophagus, and it opens, and it is empty. Of course, why wouldn't it be? Who uses sarcophaguses? Oh wait, turn around, it's behind you. Boo! It's me, a clone of Hypotoria. Maybe this one has already passed on, and I am ready for an early on Pokemon battle with you at a low-level gym, where I'm going to be using ghost Pokemon. Are you ready? Let's go. It's a 3-on-3 ghost encounter, and I'm going to start up with Duskull. And Duskull knows 4 pretty decent moves to mess with you. Confuse Ray, because you should be confused. Am I a ghost? Am I not? What's going on? What's even real? Shadow Ball for that stab damage, Will-O-Wisp to burn you, and Shadow Sneak to sneak up on you kinda like I have done. But maybe you bought Pokemon with type advantage and you managed to defeat Duskull. Very well. Out comes my next Pokemon that has no type weaknesses. Ghost Spiritomb! Oh, actually, hang on, that's not true. There's fairy types now. Has been for a while. Don't know how I missed that. It used to have no type weaknesses. This Dark and Ghost type Pokemon is quite the menace, knowing Hypnosis and Dream Eater to put you to sleep and do damage, as well as Shadow Ball and Dark Pulse to do stab damage. Personally, for an early gym, I think Spiritomb has probably got a really hard Pokemon to deal with, again, only taking super effective damage from fairies. And, you know, I would end the gym there, but there is one more Pokemon that fits the theme of this so well. And that Pokemon, once you defeat Spiritomb, is Cofagrigus. Am I pronouncing that right? Cofagrigus, Cofagrigus. Coffin Sarcophagus? Coffin Sarcophagus. Cofagrigus. It is just a Pokemon that I find very hard to pronounce, but this Pokemon is perfect for this gym. Again, does it contain a human? Does it contain a Pokemon? Is it a Pokemon? Yes, it is a Pokemon. Of course it's a Pokemon. And it too knows Confuse Ray. It also knows Will-O-Wisp, so we're really trying to get off those confusions and those burns, which is why the move Hex is going to be really good. A ghost-type move that does more damage if you're afflicted with some kind of curse, or just burn or toxic or whatever. And of course the final move again is Shadow Ball. That is the stab move that all ghost Pokemon know, but you of course defeat the gym. You vanquish the ghost, you are the Ghost Buster. And when you are done with the battle, I say thank you. Thank you for finally relieving me of this anguish. I can now pass on to a future gym or another life. That is up for you to decide. And with your next blink, the graveyard disappears and you're back in the regular gym. In front of you is the TM for Shadow Ball and the Skull Badge, a badge that lets you know how fleeting life can be. It is also one of the last badges you're going to need on this Are You a Pokemon Gym Leader? What would your Pokemon Gym be like journey? Because there are just a few very powerful types left to talk about. For now, you're going to have to let me know what your Ghost Gym will be like in the comments, and of course, let me know what you think of mine. And as always, so hi Pokemon Masters. There are some all-new perks over on my Patreon. Get things like your name on the end screen of the video as of next month. Get posters, shirts, special Discord access. Check it out, link at the top of the description. Thank you to the patrons who have allowed me to go to 3 videos a week. A special thank you to the Pokemyth of the month, Jessica Mather. Thank you.